What's going on with your boy? It's your boy Fetty, man. We're about to start this podcast, uh uh being thankful for everything that we get, you know what I'm saying? Everything that we get, everything, that come to us, money come in abundance, love come in abundance, and we here to stay. So uh I'm just reacting to this video, you know what I mean? It's about uh black foundational people, not rocking with Caribbeans, Africans, you know what I mean? So I am an African, but I'm born out here, so I'm still considered black. I've been held by the police, been judged, I've been pulled guns on, by police. I've been beat up by niggas. I done beat up niggas. It's everything, what I mean? It doesn't matter where you at, you know what I mean? If you come to America, you black, don't matter who you are. You dark skinned, they still gonna judge you. You know what I mean? But it just depends on how you move. That's how I see. So we're gonna react to this video.
That's slave food. I don't do that, babe. I'm not a slave. I was never a slave. I don't know how slaves cook. I don't know how slaves cook. I was never a slave.
She basically saying like the food that niggas be eating and shit, you know what I mean? It be fried chicken, it be starchy food, you know what I mean? Food that's not really built for us to get nutrients and last, you know what I mean? But when you have a certain, you know what I mean, different cultures, they usually have certain foods that are healthier than the average black American food, you know what I mean? So it's like, you know what I'm talking about? Like ain't no ain't everything has to be so, you know what I'm saying, so much salt. But just how Nigerians, we eat a lot of starch too as well. We eat fufu, we eat rice, we eat all that shit. So it doesn't even matter. But you know what I mean? Certain foods really get to your heart, you know what I'm saying? Like when you fry that shit, oil that shit, you gotta be careful of what you do. Some people make healthy food or a healthier version of that food, you know what I mean? But it doesn't matter who you are. Culture, you know what I'm saying, is everywhere. And sometimes we're all part of a culture. You know what I mean? Just being in America, America has multiple cultures. And if we could all just, you know what I'm saying, stay within it, you know what I mean, we'll be good, you know what I'm saying? Like, but everybody's like, oh no, it's this culture, this culture. When you see the black culture, it's always negative. Everything has to be negative. Like for real talk. Like if you could name me five things that are positive about the black culture, then I'll say the same thing with Nigerians. We the same shit. It's all the same shit. Like niggas play loud music. You know what I'm saying? Niggas like the boast. Niggas like the flex on niggas. That's our culture. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like we worry about our parents and you know what I'm saying, having money and shitting on niggas before, you know what I'm saying, taking care of shit. But that's not how everybody is. That's just basically how the culture is saying, you know what I'm saying? But if we could move forward past, you know what I'm saying, all the negativity, we could turn this shit into a positive thing. You know what I mean? We could turn black culture into a positive thing. Because black culture, no matter what, and we all follow that shit. I'm born in America, so you know what I'm saying? I'm already tied into it. I didn't have hell in my parents never said, oh, um, you can't kick it with this black person, you know what I mean? They probably said, oh, you got to be careful of people that are different cultures, but they never been like, no, you can't. He's a black American. No, you can't kick it with him. You know what I mean? Parents let me, anybody could pull up to my house. Anybody, it doesn't matter who you are, as long as he was a good person, you could pull up to my house. So it was never like that. And I'm saying I'm a Nigerian person. There's other Nigerians just that think the same way. It doesn't matter who you are, black, Mexican, Indian, white, anybody could be good. Anybody could be a solid person. And even your own people. It could be a Nigerian person. I'm thinking that he's my brother, and really he's the one that snaked me. I'm thinking this black dude right here, he's my brother, he the one that snaked me. You know what I mean? So it doesn't matter who you are. There's snakes in every culture. Oh shit. See, that's what happened when you
That's
take
slave food. I don't do that, babe. I'm not a slave. I was never a slave. I know where my grandfather came from, my great grandfather, and where all their ass came from. Your ass don't even know. You one of them listen. Africans thought they see.
I mean, I hear what she's saying because there was this thing going on where it was saying that a lot of black Americans don't even know their culture. You know what I mean? Like they don't even know their great great grandparents. So if a person like, oh, this is my great great grandparent, right? And then after that, if he goes 10 years from where he's from, his great 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 grandparents or his lineage, it was slave masters, white, and then he probably had one of the slave masters probably had a daughter or a son, that said, "No, I'm not racist no more. I love black people. They're my people," and moved out that city and started his own city or whatever, or probably went around and freed hella slaves and was like, "These are my people," and then he started procreating, and now that you're black, now you got this culture, and you're like, "Oh, okay." You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? This is where I'm from, and like that could be true, you know what I mean? But I'm not saying for everybody, but for some people, if they go 10 years in their lineage, they probably a different color, you know what I mean? Like anything can happen, like you could as soon as you have a kid from a different race, that person has a different race, that person different race, different race. Now that person ain't like, you know what I'm saying? That person ain't your culture no more. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm Nigerian if you know what I'm saying, I have an Asian wife. You know what I mean? So, boom, Asian, black. My daughter, she wants a white guy or whatever. Boom, now it's another white baby. And after that, if she has another baby. I mean, if the baby has another baby, I mean, if my great granddaughter has another baby by another culture, boom, it's no more culture. That's how it is. Like, you just have to. Sometimes it happens. You just gotta make sure. Oh, okay, I stick with it. You know what I mean? Like, but America's a mixing pot. You know what I mean? I mean, it's a melting pot. It has mixed cultures everywhere, so it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? What culture you are, you're always accepted in America. You know what I mean? But some people just don't like it. You just gotta ignore it, ignore the haters, and move forward.
Is it more of a ratio that we're honestly doing well? They just feel like you guys are just not doing much.
Parents are from New York.
Americans, they don't know where they're from,
No. I think American black people are the most lost black people in the world.
My parents are both from Grenada. They came here in the 80s and 90s. So what he was saying about how they think that black people are lazy does resonate with me because I've heard that a lot.
Don't go and talk to those black Americans.
Man, the thing about it, it's not even like that. There's a lot of hard workers. I just think sometimes, you know, what you working for. Some people, a lot of I didn't see a lot of black people work hard as hell, and I didn't see a lot of black people not work hard. I didn't see white people work hard as hell, and I didn't see white people not lazy. We all have different type of people in each race. So it just imagine like what you working for. Some people got felonies and shit. They fucked up their whole life when after they turn 18, and now they got a felony doing some type of shit where it's fucking stealing or robbery and shit. Now they can't find a job nowhere, and all the jobs they can get, things only paying like shit, nigga, below minimum wage, or they're paying under the table. And the thing about it, imagine you have to work twice as hard because you made a mistake after you're 18. Like I didn't did some shit. I didn't. What I'm saying, been through a lot of shit when I was young, but I told myself I knew the rules. I said, after I turn 18, I'm not doing no more crime ever again because I don't want to fuck up my life in the future. Because you never know what I got to do in the next 20 years. That just because I got this on my record, now I'm fucked up. You know what I mean? So I always made sure that I try to live as righteous as I can after I turned 18 because I know, the downfalls that could happen in 20 years when they pull up your record and like, oh, he went through this shit. Now you can't get this job or now you can't start this little business, or you can always start business, but now you can't start this shit with this person because he got that record on you. So, what I'm saying? You got to be careful what you're doing. All my youngins, what I'm saying? You under 18 and you in that life, you doing what you got to do, just so you could buy some food or, not even buy some food, you could buy some J's, you could be fresh. You know what I mean? After you turn 18, bro, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta be careful. And sometimes, even when you're 17, 16, 15, you gotta stop. You know what I mean? You can't be doing too reckless shit because, you get caught and then, you could do life and you can have a record on the rest of you and fuck up your whole life. Can't even get into certain schools. You know what I'm saying? Like, what if you're doing right now, you're just confused, but in the next year, you wanna becoming, I mean, in the next 10, 20 years, you want to become a nurse or something. Now you can't even become a nurse because of that, you know what I mean? Because you got something on your record. You want to become a doctor or a lawyer or even, some people they want to be, you know what I'm saying, they want to become correction officers or police officers in the future. They don't know right now because they still young. They become it and they're like, oh, you got this shit on your record. Now you just, you know what I'm saying? You just messed up, bro. Some people can still get in depending on what they know and who they know. So, yeah.
You just go and get pregnant. You get into drugs. You start become the gang banging. Just go to the white community, find a nice place. Just go and be decent. Stay with the white people.
We don't want them here.
They're your brothers and sisters.
They're not our brothers.
You American? Dirty black American?
Why you say that?
Because that's what y'all are. Dirty black American.
She's shady for that because I ain't gonna lie, it doesn't matter who you are. You could be black, you could be white, you could be Mexican, you could be Indian, Asian. There's always a cool person in that group, you know what I mean? And it's like not everybody's your people. Even, you know what I'm saying? You might be black, you might be black, you know what I'm saying? Like I've noticed that everybody's at war with each other. When it's always black on black crime. Not everywhere, because there's certain cities, that have that rule, like, oh, you can't touch this black person, you know what I mean? You can't go against this black person, you know what I mean? We're always gonna stick together. But real talk, in Northern California, in you know what I'm saying, these type of areas, it's always black on black crime, Mexican on Mexican crime, white on white crime. Indian on Indian crime, you know what I'm saying? But Polynesian on Polynesian, Asian on Asian. It's like, 'cause it's fucking crazy. Because out here in Northern California, I'm not speaking for every fucking city, but out here in Northern California is the most diverse fucking city and the most diverse region in the world. And I love it. It could be an Indian, white dude, Asian dude, and a black dude in a car, and they're all cool with each other. They're all chilling. They all got each other's back. They go, do hella shit, with each other. That's how much this shit go crazy. It doesn't matter who you are, you can be cool. But in certain areas, they move a little different, you know what I mean? But out here, that's why you never see no like racist shit out here. You never, when people be doing all that racist shit, and they go to different cities, they don't do this shit out here. Cause if you come out here and do this shit, you might get knocked out by another person that you don't like. If a black dude comes in here trying to be racist on people, a black dude might knock a nigga out. If a white dude might come out here some racist shit, a white dude gonna knock him out. If an Asian dude come out here and try to be racist to Asians, I mean to other people racist, Asian dude might knock him out. It's like fucking crazy out here. Like that's why I love Northern California. Niggas don't play on that racist shit, bro. Everybody got each other's back, and it's always love out here.
She just said that? I did. A dirty black American. I sure did.
The reason why Africans have this negative connotation on African Americans is because of the stereotypes, what they're seeing on TV.
My father's side of the family.
She nailed that on the right, because you see there's different type of people everywhere. There's bad people everywhere. There's bad Nigerians everywhere. There's bad fucking Cubans, bad white I don't know what the fuck they call I think it's Anglo-Saxons. There's nice, you know what I'm saying, people from the mountain of Caucasus is nicer than, you know what I mean? Nice Latinos, nice Asians, bad blacks, bad whites, bad Mexicans. Doesn't matter, you know what I mean? Just what you run into depends on the energy. Some people got a lot of negative energy. Some people can't pay rent. You know what I mean? He can't pay rent, he can't afford nothing, he can't take care of his family, can't take care of his dog, can't take care of his mother. You know what I mean? So, he's about to lose his mother on his deathbed or something. It might be crazy. It might do some crazy shit. You try to talk to him crazy. So some people are going through certain shit that you don't know what they're going through. So sometimes you just gotta stay out the way or, be tucked off, because if you all out there loud, you know what I mean, you flexing and shit, you know what I'm saying, you have something that somebody wants, somebody's gonna try to come for it, and he ain't got it. That's how it is. That's how it is, you know what I'm saying, out here. You gotta just be careful and move smooth and not try to boast on people, 'cause that's what it is. That's at the end of the day, it's all about who has more money. And when people it's like, oh, okay, I see this person has a better life than me. I want that life. So some people come try to do this, do that, and you know what I mean? You're like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? Like this person had to go into a negative mode just so he can try to keep up with people. You know what I mean? He had to sell drugs to his culture. He had to rob the liquor store. He had to rob this because he doesn't have what he had. You know what I mean? Like have what this person has. So that's just how it is. You know, if people just like not I know everybody don't think the same, but if people really thought like you know money comes in abundance, life comes in abundance. I know there's something better on the other side, and I just have to hold it down for now. I don't have to do no crazy shit to get to the next level. And you know what I mean? Like people can get to the next level, but we just have that. Some people in the black culture, we're like taught even in school to always have that negative mindset of just going against everybody. Going against everybody. It's never a team effort, you know. So that's how it is. You know, we've been taught in school to never work with people. And if you work with somebody, you know what I mean, it's only a couple people. It's people like, you know what I mean? It's only a couple people. But instead of this whole shit, if you worked all together in a class or something or whatever on a project and y'all all could utilize something, y'all could really build something. So like just what I've been seeing, y'all. But
looked at
it's all basically what we see on TV.
Black Americans a certain way, and they already had in their mind, whether they said it on social media or not. We could sit here and make it seem like it's an illusion, but all other groups of Black people, which we're all Black, we tend to look down on Black Americans.
It's just a way to push this stereotype to give other cultures the green light to be disrespectful towards Black Americans.
But you also have to look at the statistics.
Yeah, she absolutely right. She absolutely right. They push this shit in the media so hard that everybody have seen hella shit on the media where now we're like, damn, it's all about people like this shit. And then you go outside and then, you know, you go to a certain place and you see a homeless person or something, he black, and you're like, he does something to you, or you start yelling, and you're like, damn, all black people, you just seen two scenarios in fucking one day. You know what I mean? That's already crazy. Now imagine you seeing that shit 2 times a week. You know what I mean? Like that shit, you gonna look at that shit on your phone, you see that shit on your phone, and some people see that shit like 10 of them. You know, this black dude, he done killed this person. This black dude, these little kids, little 14 in fucking Milwaukee or something, you know, just uh robbed 5 people and shot this person. You know, these black dudes in Miami just, you know what I'm saying, shot up a whole fucking club outside. You know what I mean? Like that's the type of shit that is going on right now. You know what I'm saying? And if you seen that shit all on Twitter, that shit's getting blasted in your face, and you seen it every fucking day. You know what I mean? You're gonna be like, man, I don't like black people. I'm tired of black people. You know, I'm tired of these people, man. These people are motherfuckers. But then it's like, fuck, like not everybody's like that. Not every black person in the world is like that. Some black people move a little different, you know? So basically, you know, it's all the social media shit and the media that's pushing out the shit. Cause I see a lot of shit with white people doing, oh, this white person fucking raped a kid, or you know, fucking, you know, did this, and you're like, I never see it, you know, I never like really see it on the news, you know, and if I see it on the news, it gets hit by
What is
quick.
it showing? Like if I was to be with an American man, just any typical man, 9 out of 10, I'm probably going to be a baby mama.
I had a conversation.
Man, it doesn't matter who you are. You could be somebody who's a baby mama, or you could be somebody who's I mean, you could be black, Mexican, white, Indian, Asian. There's all baby mamas now. Nowadays, that is the American culture. The American culture has been so far out that there's so many baby mamas out here. Even white women are becoming baby mamas. And if they're not baby mamas, then you know they usually are still. They're probably doing some crazy shit where they're fucking swingers or something. You know what I mean? But other than that, there's a lot of people that are becoming single and not working out because you know they a lot of people in America, they really taught us to be independent and like kind of like go against a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, it's not a unit. Everybody's so independent. So it's like you get into a relationship with this girl or this guy or whatever, and then y'all always bickering because y'all it's always been independent your whole life, and you don't know how to work together. You know what I mean? So that's kind of how um, America basically raised us, not working together. So it doesn't matter who you are. You could be black, white, Asian. You know, some people become baby mamas, and you know that's just how it is. It depends on who you choose. Start making right choices. You know what I mean?
Conversation with my boy literally right before I got here. And then when I got on my phone with my boy, he was like, nah, think about it, Rich. There's plenty of Haitians who say vieux salope. In Creole, that means like dirty or bad. Black Americans.
Why is it so easy for everyone to attack the culture of Black Americans?
The thing is, we share our culture with everybody. We're too damn nice.
Too damn nice.
That's been the problem. Because whenever we do something, we say, okay, we chop it up to just global Africanness.
I'm sorry, I can't do Americans. I need somebody with culture. I'm sorry.
Black Americans got culture. Americans got culture. Keep rolling.
I need somebody with some culture.
Americans don't have culture.
Y'all got culture?
We got the culture. We are the.
Them niggas look like they actually Puerto Rican though. I'm not tripping. They look like they kind of like Puerto Rican or like some shit. But you know, if you're from America, it doesn't matter. You're still the culture. Yeah, I'm from fucking America. I don't matter, nigga. I'm born out here. I'm Nigerian, nigga, but I ain't never even been out that way, nigga. So that's all I know is America, nigga, and I'm here, nigga. I don't give a fuck. All that shit. I love Nigeria, whatever. I ain't been there, but nigga, I love America more, nigga, because America birthed me and taught me for these past 32 years I've been living. I've been in America, and I left the soil a couple times, but now I'm right here.
Culture. I do have this conversation a lot with Africans or even just Caribbean people who will often look down on Black Americans. Number one, they will say they lazy, they ghetto. I've heard African parents tell their kids not to date African American men, not to marry them, things of that nature. What are some negative stereotypes?
That nigga look Caribbean or Dominican or like he could look like he Nigerian. You never know. Like it's Nigerians that look like this nigga somewhere. You know what I mean? So it doesn't matter who you are. Ghanaians that look like this nigga. They look like everybody. You know? So yeah.
Stereotypes y'all heard about Black Americans from your parents, from your friends?
You literally said it all.
Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah,
Okay.
100%.
All right.
Like my mom would tell me not to marry that.
Yeah.
Right.
She says it all the time.
There is no reason on this earth for anybody that's not from the Caribbean to be at Carnival. And I don't care how y'all feel on the subject. Y'all know I love Jada Waiter. But what the do her and her American friends know about Carnival? Some things do need to be private, and they do need to be just to the people who it needs to be for.
What do y'all feel like y'all should do in order to know where you guys come from? Are you guys doing the DNA?
We're
test to
telling
see
you.
which part of
No,
Africa
we're
you come
telling you
I
we're
know,
from
tell me.
America.
So
That's
you
it.
are still
Like, that's-
enforcing us to have to prove to you that we're Black enough or we're African enough. We don't feel like we need to do that.
Isn't that disrespectful?
All my who are not cultured at all. That is black. You're black. You're just black. You're just fully American. You're African American, bro. That wasn't an insult. That was strictly you're black. You're not.
Yeah, I mean, that's the crazy thing. If you like you tell somebody like you tell niggas and shit like, okay, you're not from Africa then. You're from out here. Okay, you're Black then. You're African or you're not even African American, you're American. And they be like, nigga, what? You know what I'm saying? Nah, nigga, like I'm like, damn, nigga, like, what the fuck? Are you, nigga, what you African now or what? I don't know, bro. Choose what you need to choose, because it doesn't matter. I'm from Nigeria. I know in the next 10 years, or not 10 years, the next 10 generations, they ain't gonna be saying, oh, Nigerian. And be honest, if we're gonna be in America, they might be saying, I'm American now. It's gonna be so America's gonna take the culture so far. That's the thing about with anything. It's like all the culture in the next couple generations could take over just by us being American. If my daughter decides to go back to Nigeria and live out there, and she fucking meets a Nigerian dude and they stay out there, text, you know what I'm saying? Nigga, in the next fucking 20 years, 30 years, now, you know what I'm saying? I mean, next 10 generations, that shit gonna be, you know, all my whole family's gonna be back to Nigeria. So like after like generation on generations, you could change your culture. You could change your whole DNA. just by who you meet and who you procreate with.
Trinidadian, you're not Jamaican, you're not African, you're not Ghanaian, you're not Dominican, you're not Puerto Rican, you're not Cuban. You are American.
African Americans in this country are the only groups. They have no culture.
But currently, there's not an African American culture.
No, you have no culture. Nancy, you've been here, born
That nigga gotta be Nigerian. You could tell.
here. Why would you be surprised if I say African Americans don't have a culture? What, twerking?
Hey, yeah, I'm telling you, man. Like, sometimes shit be too negative. If we could just switch this shit into a positive way, but even in Nigeria, man, it doesn't even matter. Niggas, we throw money around, we be flexing, bitches be twerking, shaking booty, so it's like all the same shit.
I'm from Queens.
Queens?
Yeah.
Where your family from?
Here.
So you're American, you straight American. You got no
Basically.
culture?
Well, not like that. Don't be shady.
Man, that's nasty.
Crazy.
So I was
That's crazy because look at bro right there. He over there saying, he ain't got no culture, but look at this nigga's pants. This nigga, this nigga, he's probably don't know where he from, but he's saying that he's from this place. But look at this nigga looking crazy. He got his pants sagging. Nigga. I remember nigga, I used to do this shit too. That shit crazy, bro. This is how niggas used to look back in the day. This shit crazy. Yeah, I'll never do that shit again. I'm 32 years old now. But when I was fucking 16, 17, even younger than that, 14, I thought this shit was cool as fuck, nigga. I used to pants low, thinking I was the coolest nigga in the world. Whole time, nigga, that shit gay, nigga. That shit gay, nigga. Niggas don't do that shit, nigga. We pull our pants up now, nigga. We make sure, nigga, the belt is used, nigga. This nigga ain't using the belt. But hey, teach his own, man. Like, nigga, he gonna grow up one day, probably when he 15 years older from where he is right now. He probably 17, 18, 19. When he 35, he gonna be like, what the fuck was I thinking? You know what I mean? So, same shit.
That's nasty.
So I was having a conversation with a friend yesterday, and we are talking about Caribbean cultures, and Black American culture came up, and he was talking about how, Black Americans don't have a culture.
All right, man. Yeah, that's the video right there, man. The whole conclusion I'm trying to come with is that it doesn't matter who you are, man. Like, and then Black Americans, they do have a culture, but some of the culture do be negative, and it has like a negative stigma, and then you know what I mean. A lot of people want to become it, cause it's like, you know what I'm saying, twerking, eating food with a lot of starches, or like certain foods that have cancer in it, you know what I mean, that cause cancer. You know what I mean? Playing loud music. Playing loud music has the most effect in the Black culture. They remember hearing some guy was saying that the reason why white people be in places where it's not loud noises or anything, because when you could think, because when you have loud noises, you can't think. You know what I mean? So when you think, you could come up with ideas, and when you come up with ideas, you could build success or build, certain things that could change the world. You know what I mean? But if the whole time you're playing loud music, you're eating food that's killing you, you always talking about doing this and sexual shit. You're trying to have sex with everybody's girl. You're trying to sell drugs to your community. You're basically pulling yourself down into a negative realm. And so sometimes when you in that negative environment, always it has a high effect on you. It has a high effect on your bloodline, has a high effect on longevity, if you're trying to get to someone. So I stand with all my people. Doesn't matter, Black, American, Asian, white, blue, nigga, Indian, Mexican, we could all still be brothers. We could all still be loved. You know what I mean? We're all we're all human, you know what I'm saying? We all bleed the same, but the thing about it, what's going on is like we're in a society where it's always me, and let's go against each other. So if we could get together, love each other, love one another, you know what I mean? You could always build an environment for yourself of all different type of cultures, and y'all could love one another, build with one another, and start, a community with each other. All right, y'all, man. It's your boy Fetty. Y'all have a good day. Like, comment, subscribe. You know what I mean? Holler at anybody and tell them, tell a friend, tell a partner, tell anybody. Y'all have a good day.